Hello everyone, I am Kiran Joshi. Hope you all are safe and sound. Children, here I am presenting the first video of class 6 Geography chapter 4 Maps. Children, you know that a globe has many advantages, but at the same time it has some limitations too. For example, a globe is very helpful if we want to study about the whole earth, but not in case if we wish to study only a part of the earth, such as a country or a state or district, etc. In this case, when we want or need detailed information about a part of the earth, we use maps. Let's understand the definition of a map. So children, we can say that a map is a drawing or a two-dimensional representation of the earth's surface or a part of it, drawn on a flat surface according to a scale. However, it is impossible to flatten a round shape like earth is a round shape body. So it is impossible to flatten a round shape completely, as the shape and sizes of places get slightly distorted. Therefore, we can say that maps too have some limitations. Let's try to understand the differences between a globe and a map. So the first point of difference is a globe is a three-dimensional model of the earth, whereas a map is a two-dimensional representation of the earth. Second point of difference between a globe and map is that globes show very few details, whereas maps can show a large amount of detail. The third point is globes show the shapes and sizes of countries accurately, whereas the shapes and sizes of countries get distorted in the map. The fourth point is one can view only a part of the world at a glance on a globe. And if we talk about map, then one can view the entire world at a glance in the world map. Fifth point of difference is a globe shows the whole earth. That means it cannot show only a part of the earth, whereas maps can be drawn to show the whole world as well as a part of it. The sixth point of difference is that a globe, if we talk about a globe, it is inconvenient to carry, whereas if we talk about a map, it is easy to carry. Thus, we can say that maps are very helpful as they serve many purposes, and in comparison to a globe, maps provide more information. Some maps show a small area and give few facts or information, while some other maps show a large area and give a lot of information. Children, I am sure you all must be familiar with the term atlas, which is a collection or book of maps. Uh, Atlases are available in different sizes, and atlas may carry different maps. Children, maps are of different types. For example, physical map, political map, thematic map. First, let's understand what a physical map is. So, children, physical maps are those maps which show natural features of the earth like mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. Physical maps are also known as relief maps. Another type of maps are political maps. Political maps that show towns, villages, cities, states and countries of the world with boundaries are known as political maps. Then there are thematic maps. These maps provide information on a particular or single theme, such as road maps, rainfall maps, maps showing distribution of forest, industries, minerals, etc. Thematic maps are given suitable titles as per the fact or information that they provide. A map should include some components or elements to make it user friendly. They are distance, direction and symbol. Let's understand them one by one. First, we'll learn about the distance. In the definition of the map, if you remember, we learnt that maps are drawings of the surface of the earth or a part of the earth. So children, to fit the entire world or earth or a part of it on a map, this drawing has to be drawn to reduced scale. But children, this reduction is not done just like that. Rather, it is done very carefully to show the real distance between the places. For this, the large distance on the ground is represented by a small distance on paper, and for this purpose a scale is selected. So, the term scale in this context means the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. Let's understand it with an example. Suppose the distance between the market and your home is 10 km. Now, if this distance of 10 km is shown by 2 km on a map, it means that 1 centimeter on the map shows 5 kilometers on the ground. Thus, the scale that is used for the drawing of map is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 kilometers. Thus, scale is very important component of a map. If we know the scale, we can easily calculate the distance between any two places on a map. Now, while selecting a scale for any map, it is to be kept in mind whether the map is showing large areas or small areas. When large areas like continents or countries are to be shown on a map or on a paper, a small scale is used. For example, if 1 centimeter on a map shows 100 kilometers of the ground, it is a small scale map. Thus, we can say that to cover large areas on ground, small scale is used. On contrary, if a map is showing a small area such as a village or town, then a large scale is used. For example, 1 centimeter on the map may be used to show 100 meters only on the ground. Such a map which uses large scale is called a large scale map. Now children, we can distinguish between the large scale map and the small scale map through a table also, as you can see in front of you. So the first point of difference between large scale maps and small scale maps is that large scale maps cover smaller land area on the map, while the small scale maps cover large land areas on the map. The second point of difference is the large scale maps provide a great deal of detail, while the small scale maps provide small amount of detail. If we talk about the examples, then the example of a large scale map can be a city map or a street map or a village map, while the example of small scale maps can be word map in an atlas, or the continent, the map of continent, a particular continent. If we talk about the scale, then large scale maps, the scale could be 1 centimeter represents 100 meters, and small scale maps, the scale could be 1 centimeter represents 100 kilometers. Children, the other components of a map will be covered in the second video of this chapter. Till then, try to solve these questions. So the first question for you is, what are the limitations of a globe? The second question, what is a map? Describe its major features. Third question, describe the three types of maps. Fourth question, define scale. Describe the two types of maps classified on the basis of scale. So children, if you found this video helpful and wish to watch more of such content, do consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you have any queries or comments, please post them in the comment section below. Thank you.